Thank you. You're all welcome to the Ironman 70.3 Rwanda press briefing, Rubavu edition. We did have one in Kigali earlier on in the beginning of the month, but today we're joined by Varna, who is the race director for Ironman in South Africa, and is also representing Ironman through their regional office here in Africa. We also have our Vice Mayor. Thank you all for joining us, and to the media, thank you for sparing time to join us on this evening. I will introduce myself. I'm Paul Atwine. I'm the Marketing Director for Ironman 70.3 Rwanda, and we're going to dive straight into the program. I'll just have Varna introduce the event and just help you understand what to expect this year in regard to the event. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Paul. It's always good to be back in Rubavu and Gisenyi. It is one of my favorite places, and it feels like home now. It's the third year that it's been happening. So thank you very much for the effort that Rubavu put into the event. It's critical, and it's a pleasure to work with yourselves. So the Ironman 70.3 is taking place on Sunday. It's Sunday the 4th of August. The swim starts at 8 o'clock. So if the public want to come and watch, arrive at least by 7:30. There will be a ceremony just before 8. And then the swim will start at 8 o'clock. And it's a 1.9 kilometer swim in Lake Kivu. So it's basically out from the harbor. 170 meters about, and then they turn left, and then they go past Serena and past Saga Bay, and approximately there they turn left and come back all the way to the beach here, the public beach at Gisenyi. And so that is the swim. It's 1.9 kilometers, and then after that is the cycle, which is a 90 kilometer cycle course. It's a very difficult course. They basically cycle out of Transition along Lake Kivu and then turn right there at Gorillas Hotel. And they go onto the RN4, and from there they go onto the coastal road to Kigufi. At Kigufi they make a U-turn and come back all the way into Gisenyi town. And at the Tourism Bureau they make a rendezvous around your new statue. And then they go back to Kigufi. So that's one lap. They do that 4 times to make up the 90 kilometers on the bike course. Then they go back into Transition, where they go into their running gear, and then they do 3 laps of 7 kilometers, which is basically along the shoreline all the way to the Cornish border with the DRC, and then back, and then up towards the airport, and then they backtrack back to Transition. So that's 1 lap. After the end of the 3rd lap, they basically go on the land side of Gorillas Hotel, and then around past the municipal offices, and at the Tourism Bureau they turn right into the finish line, onto the red carpet to finish Ironman 70.3 Rwanda. There are 200 registered athletes from 26 countries. There are 28 Rwandan nationals in the event. I think it's quite memorable last year when Etier Ishimwe won the race. He was the first one to cross the finish line. So he is a poster boy of this event. Besides the razzmatazz at the race and the finish line, where there's also a great spirited, a lot of esprit at the finish line. People who want to come and watch, they can also come and look at the expo. There's activities for children. There are also an expo, Visit Rwanda, and some of the local tourism businesses. There's also food on offer to the public for sale. So the athletes who come and do the event come to Rwanda, the internationals, because it's a bucket list destination and a niche event that people hear about, and they hear the stories about people who've been here, and then they say, one day I would like to come and race in Rwanda. There are 116 Ironman 70.3s internationally. There's a global community of about 100,000 Ironman athletes, and the events are at exotic places where people like to go and visit. So you'll find countries like Malaysia, Thailand, Australia, New Zealand, Brazil, Argentina, Mexico, USA, France, Italy, Turkey, Oman. And then on the African continent, we've got Ironman 70.3 Rwanda, and then there's also 70.3 in Morocco, one in Egypt, and then there are 3 Ironman events in South Africa. So that's basically just some background on the event.
Thank you.
Thank you, Bana. I think you've heard, and you'll definitely have the opportunity to ask him some questions. But I think it's also important to hear from the Vice Mayor. This is the 3rd year that Rubavu, a secondary city, but in my books, a first city, is hosting the Ironman. So I'd love to hear from him about what this means for the city going on the 3rd year, and the impact it has had, and what the athletes should look forward to experiencing. Thank you.
Thank you so much. First of all, allow me to thank Mr. Van, the race director. And if you have seen, all who are here as Rwandans who are very, very satisfied by listening to how the race director is describing different corners of our city, spelling the names with no mistakes. So this is a testimony for the journey of the last 3 years that we have spent together by organizing the Ironman 70.3 Rubavu edition. Secondly, I want just to let everyone here, the participants, all the organizers, that Rubavu is the home of Ireland, of Ironman 70.3, as we said it from the previous 2 editions which took place here in Rubavu. So Rubavu, let it be considered as the home of Ironman in Rwanda. So again, I would say and add on what has been said by the race director that we are very happy for having hosted this edition, and we do wish that everyone would be satisfied. We wish in a full enjoyment for everyone who is in our city. As of now, I would say that although the Rio Day is this coming Sunday, the 4th of August, but we have already experienced for the last couple of weeks so many visits of the participants, those ones who have come earlier to just get familiar with the climate. So this is a testimony of having been in connection with so many visitors who already came before, and we believe that even after the fourth, some of them will spend some additional days in Rubavu due to the uncomparable climate that is in Rubavu. And coming back to the different activities that have been organized for our visitors and the communities, I don't hesitate that even today, uh, beautiful, delicious sambaza have been eaten. Is it true?
Plenty.
And so many others have been informed that there are so many others. Bars and restaurants, hotels, they are very occupied by different visitors, tourists coming from abroad, from different countries. So we take this opportunity to thank these countries that have managed to participate, and hoping that even for the next editions, they will keep participating, because this is not the last edition of Ironman in Rwanda. And for those who are very interested, very much interested in what is being done in our city, we have prepared some exhibitors. We have around 34 exhibitors in different categories, such as handcrafts, business makers dealing with Rwandan coffee, Rwandan tea, as we are with different foreigners who are not familiar to our local products. And if you go at the exhibition center, you find there the kids park with the different facilities for the kids, because Ironman it's for all, for the kids, for the young men and women. So and even the elders, they do participate. So we catered. We have family package, which can in which everyone, depending on the age, will feel a part of the Ironman. And tomorrow on Saturday, before on third evening, we are organizing what is known as Car Free Zone in Rubavu sector. It's just in 2 kilometers from the race course. So we are hosting the community who will be sharing with the visitors, the participants, so before the D-Day. And I take this opportunity to welcome everyone. And today in the morning, we took the opportunity to launch a new tourist product, which is called Nengo Hill Trail. So some of our visitors, some of the participants, organizers, the community took place also participated into the launch of the Nengo Hill Trail. So I take this opportunity to thank all those who participated, be it the media and the community. And we are also planning to be including so many traditional dances. The dancing, we have managed to get some dancers, local cultural troops, which will entertain those who will be there. So, and along the roads, you'll see so many people encouraging and assisting the participants. So I think as we did for the last second editions, even today, we have organized some surprises for those who will be participating, but generally this is how is organized the Ironman. at the district level in partnership with the global events. So we believe that this will be a memorable tournament for all who will be participating during this weekend. And before I end, I just want to invite everyone and let know that there are some nightclubs. If you don't want to sleep, there is Saga Bay. You can even start today. We have the Roxy nightclub. We do have a beautiful new restaurant called Kivu Side View Hotel, bar and restaurant. So if you want really, if you can keep enjoying and just not sleeping, you can work, you can enjoy 24 hours, 7 days. If you cannot manage 3 days, just today, tomorrow, and Sunday, and then on Monday maybe you can have some few hours for rest. But don't rest, don't sleep. If you sleep, you will lose. You will miss a lot of among the program that has been prepared for you. So you are welcome. I take this opportunity also to convey our sincere thanks to the leadership of the Ironman generally, and we believe that our partnership, which since 2022 up to today, it's just, I think it's at the start. It's the start. Can you confirm that? It's the start, not the end.
Yeah, well, as I said last year to the premier, to Francois, he asked me, and I said, well, from our perspective, we want to build long-term events. It's never the intention to do something for 3 years.
Yeah.
And it's also about the capacity that's being built. The local companies that work on it, Global Events Africa, who's a licensee, the growth, just the capacity of the office, of the staff dealing with Ironman events. So it's a bigger project. Also, the other thing is why Rubavu can be the other thing why Rubavu can be the triathlon hub is there's a swimming culture here. You see that every day. There's a cycling culture, there's a running culture, and if you've got those three together, you will produce some great triathletes.
Thank you so much. I think this was just showing to the participants, even the media family, that we are not pretending to stop this edition. But as the race director said, we believe that a long-term partnership has started. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mayor. I think he has touched on a lot of pertinent issues in regard to experiencing Rubavu, because it doesn't make sense to come for the Ironman 70.3 Rwanda and you do not experience Rubavu. I can confirm for a fact that every evening after work is done, Rana and his team actually go to the water and they do kayaking and some of these other things. And they've been doing that since they came to Rwanda. So that's quite exciting. I believe there's something else exciting about this year is the fact that we have 30 slots for the World Championships that are happening in Marbella, Spain next year. So perhaps, Rana, you can share more with the media about what that means for the athletes and why it's one of the reasons why athletes are coming to the destination.
Thank you, Paul. The Ironman 70.3 World Champs is an event that rotates. This year it's in New Zealand, in Lake Taupo. It has been on African shores in 2018, but it gets moved around, and the age group race is broken up into 5-year categories. From the youngest athlete who's 18 to the oldest athlete who can be sometimes in their 80s. And depending on where they finish in the age group, there's a slot allocation process, and that gives them the right to enter the Ironman 70.3 World Champs. So there are 30 slots up for grabs at Ironman 70.3 Rwanda, and that is, as Paul said earlier, for Marbella in Spain, which is the second weekend in November next year. So that's how that works. So the age group system, there's also a professional category in those events for professional athletes. So it is a big do to go to Ironman 70.3 World Champs.
Thank you, Bana. Ironman in its first year was voted the overall best race of 2022, and we actually had 97.7 satisfaction score from the athletes that came to the destination. They really loved it, and more people are excited to come. And the athletes that are already here, you can see them jogging. My question to the mayor is: you've highlighted these experiences, but as the province and as the host, what are you doing to make sure that the athletes have an exceptional experience when they come to Rubavu? Thank you.
Thank you, Paul, for the question. I think in your question, you've already given the answer. Because if you tour around the city, a lot of activities in the area that have been prepared. And as I said, we do have some destinations which are unique in Rwanda. I don't think I've traveled in Rwanda. I don't think that you can get in other places in Rwanda a public beach like the one we are having and we are using on Sunday. This is a beautiful place that as an athlete, if you are here, you'll use maximally your efforts to win the race because there is no obstacle for you to win. Because once you have been in a better place, you have been very well fed. You eat what is required for you to win. And you entertained with good people, beautiful people here around. So, and if you have been here with us today, we launched a beautiful product named Trail, where you can have 360 degrees in one place, see at once the view of the Lake Kivu, the view of volcanoes, long mountains, two countries in one eye. So this is a good experience which will energize you, because while swimming, running, cycling, you see, it's all about energy. Already today, from your arrival, for those who arrived early, we have started energizing you. So this is the hint. This is the reason of not missing this edition. And so many facilities have been put in place. We will be having some DJs. So really to make sure that all the athletes, they don't have stress. If you have been in few hours ago, I was visiting the garage at the hotel. This hotel is having a garage which is working on the technical specs, inspections of the bikes. So There is no reason from our side in terms of organization, in terms of infrastructures, in terms of accommodation. So for us, we believe the best are going to win. And as we know, all participants, all athletes through Ironman and finish with trophies, isn't it? Right?
Yeah, the first three in each age group get a trophy, and then there's a finisher medal as well.
Good. Those medals so are for everyone. So we want everyone to finish, and the conditions are conducive. Thank you so much.
Thank you. I'll now invite some questions from the media that are present. You can just put up your hand and then we'll pass you the mic and then you can. Yes. Okay. Just introduce yourself and then who you're addressing it to.
Thank you. My name is Mona Cynthia Naisa, sports journalist at RBA. I would like to ask my question to our director regarding to this third edition of Ironman 70.3. I would like to ask you what's innovation compared to the last two editions that happened in Lubavu. I would like to you to specify and be specific about the innovation and the new thing in this third edition of Ironman 70.3. Thank you.
In terms of innovation, in the first 2 years of the event, the South African staff did a lot of the work, a lot of the design work, a lot of the planning, and if you're going to look at the finish medal and the trophy and the look and feel of the event, you'll see it's very different. It's Rwandan, and we're looking at their trophy and say, "Wow, this is a great idea. We can learn something from the Rwandan team." So it's about exchanging ideas, and I think the key thing is the capacity that is being built, which the public won't see. They'll just see an event that started the first one, where nobody really knew what was going to happen, and we did well. And the second one, so the organization behind the scenes have improved dramatically, and it has moved quite. The Rwandese input has grown tremendously, and I think that is huge innovation. And then on the course, we're happy with the swim course. I think it's stunning. The swim start, the bike course as well, the run course. The athlete experience, the flow. So it's more organizational things behind the scenes that's improved on that side. So it is the athlete experience grows, and that is the innovation and the Rwandan input. I think those are the two key takeaways.
Yes. If I might just add to what Vanessa said, because this event has been hosted for now coming to the third year, there are a lot of people that work behind the scenes that contribute to it. We have close to 300 volunteers in Rubavu that support the event, starting from today when registration opens up to that day, and these are all youth from Rubavu. We have the Marines that are actually on the water to ensure the safety of the athletes that have actually over the last 3 years been trained by the team from South Africa. We have the casual labor that actually put up the setup and installation for the event. In fact, the current lead of that team is a Rwandan, and he's called Jean-Claude. He's a very a passionate and hardworking young man that came in his first year when he didn't know anything. But right now, if you look at the setup of the tents, all the setup that you've seen outside there, it's a young Rwandan man that's actually in charge of that local workforce. So in terms of knowledge exchange, in terms of capacity building, it has been gradual but very significant and impactful for everyone that we work with in the destination.
My name is Vincent Mugisha. I'm a journalist at the Rwanda Tribune and the Rwanda News and TV. I would like to ask one question for our Vice Mayor. I would like to know how we will promote Nziza with Visit Rwanda collaboration of Ironman.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the question. Rubavu Nziza is just our brand for tourism development in our district. And as we launched it last year, it's a strategic vision to develop our tourism destinations in Rubavu. So today, currently, as we are working with Ironman and RDB in partnership with different government institutions. So all our tourism destinations in Rubavu are being branded on these platforms. As you can see, we have Visit Rwanda. So as we are having Visit Rwanda, Rubavu Nziza is among the Visit Rwanda package. So as I said, we said today while we were launching the Nengoi Trail, we did it intentionally. Today we can say that this is Ironman 70.3 weekend. So we said one of the product which has been developed and finished, so it has to be launched through the Ironman weekend. So there is a purpose of partnership within the district with the RDB and other stakeholders like Ironman. So to promote the tourism destinations in Rubavu. So all these destinations in Rubavu are located and contributing to build and promote Rubavu as a district. And Rubavu Nziza means beautiful Rubavu. So, and as you see, Rubavu is beautiful. So we wanted to just let everyone hear that Rubavu is very beautiful and a well place to be visited by local tourists, international tourists. And today, Rubavu Nziza is just accommodating all these tourism destinations located in Rubavu, and they are being advertised through Visit Rwanda platforms. So, to give you some examples, making Rubavu Nziza, today we launched Nengo Hill Trail, but we do have the hot springs in Nyamyumba, which is a well-placed, known place, which is being visited even currently. And we do have this public beach, which is going to be used as swim course, if I'm not mistaken. We do have also this road for the bike course. Along the bike course, we'll be having the different beautiful restaurants. These places are under Rubavu Nziza brand, which is a strategic vision for the district.
Murakoze cyane. Njye nitwa Yves Iyaremye, umwanditsi ku ijambo. Nashaka kubaza ngize amahirwe mbonye Koraga Alex na timu ye. Nshaka kubaza muvuye muri kampu imyiteguro mubonye ihagaze ite, abakinnyi bacu bahagaze bate, bagiye kwitwara neza, bahagaze bite, icyizere mufite n'ikihe? Also, maybe Baragawaru, the deputy boss, will answer. What about the statistics for the participants in this Ironman? Those international players in Rwanda, what about them?
I think let's take 2 questions that you can answer.
Thank you, this director and Lower Vice Mayor. Vice Mayor ndakubaza mu Kinyarwanda kuko tucyumva twembi. Ironman ni inshuro ya gatatu igiye kubera hano mu Rwanda, ariko by'umwihariko igiye ifite amahirwe ko zose maze kuzitabira. Ebyiri muri zo, yaba iy'ubushize n'iyingiyi, ni mwebwe mbonye imbere yanjye wo kubabaza. Ushize mwari meya w'agateganyo, ubu muri vice mayor. Mu mibare ni iki rino rushanwa rimaze kumarira TSF cyangwa se abikorera mu karere ka Rubavu? Uretse kuvuga some details wagiye udete, ariko dukeneye kumenya ni iki iri rushanwa ryongereye ku bukungu bw'akarere ka Rubavu in numbers. Umugenzi wanjye wo ku ijambo abajije perezida wa federasiyo ati yatura, ariko nanjye kankomerezeho. Alexis, ni byiza kuri kumwe n'umutoza Baptiste, umukinnyi w'umunyarwanda atwaye iri rushanwa umwaka ushize, ubu ntahari. Eritier, ese mu gihe mumaze muri camp cyangwa na nyuma y'uko amaze kugenda aho yakomereje kariyeri ye, abakinnyi bahari bariteguye ku buryo u Rwanda ruzadefanda, navuga ngo irushanwa rufite? And the last Mr. Director, I'd like to ask, based on 3 years deal, this is the last edition based on contract, right? I would like to ask, this is the last Ironman held in Rwanda, but if not, you will add as the other more Ironmans from basically most of Rwandans or most of Ironmans fans from their hearts. They paint the first weekend of August since 2022 as Ironman date. You can continue with this, or you delete what you did. Thank you.
Murakoze cyane. Kugira ngo ikibazo ubajije mu mibare icyo iri rushanwa rimaze kutugezaho, kugira ngo ndaza kuguha urugero rutoya. Kuva mu myaka 3 ishize dutangiye gukorana na Ironman, ni iby'agaciro kuri twe nk'ubuyobozi bw'akarere kumva ko hari ukwezi cyangwa hari icyumweru, hari ibyumweru 2 Rubavu yuzuye. Bivuze iki? Amahoteli, amaresitora, amacumbi yose yuzuye, tukumva navuga ikitari cyiza kuri twe gihinduka opportunity, outcry y'abantu bavuga ati twabuze icyumba muri Rubavu. Iyo twebwe nk'abayobozi twumvise ko hari abantu babuze ibyumba muri Rubavu, bikaba ngombwa ko baza kurara Musanze cyangwa se bakajya mu tundi turere tudukikije, bakaza kwitabira mu gitondo bazindutse, kuri twe ni ikimenyetso cy'uko irushanwa ryateje imbere, riteza imbere ubukungu bw'akarere. Iyo tureba nk'iyi weekend, ntekereza ko ntari mu mwanya mwiza wo kukwemeza cyane ko dufite ubukungu buhagaze neza mu karere kurusha abikorera. Nk'umunyamakuru numva aricyo nagusubiza. Usura abikorera ugereyo barakubwira uko akari ku mutima cyangwa se ibyo bavanyemo mu myaka 3 ishize. Ariko twebwe ndaza kukubwira ko kuva aho tuviriye mu cyorezo cya COVID-19, dushimira cyane n'ubuyobozi bukuru bw'igihugu, nyuma y'aho ingendo zitashobokaga z'ibihugu guhahirana no kugenderanira, hari politike y'igihugu yo ishyirwa mu bikorwa guteza imbere ubukerarugendo bw'imbere mu gihugu. Kuva rero iyi myaka 3 tumazemo ishyirwa mu bikorwa, tumaze kubona abanyarwanda batagira ingano nabo bitabiriye iyi politiki. Bivuga rero ngo navuga ko bitari na Ironman yonyine, ibikorwa tumaze imyaka 3 dutegura byatweretse ko hari amezi mu karere ka Rubavu biba bigoye kubonamo icumbi, kubera ko abashyitsi dufite, ba mukerarugendo dufite ari benshi cyane. Nagira ngo mubwire ko mu kwezi kwa gatandatu, ukwezi kwa karindwi, ukwezi kwa munane kugera mu kwezi kwa 9 mo hagati, twakwizeza ko business cyane cyane zishingiye ku iterambere ry'ubukerarugendo mu karere kwacu zimaze kugera ku rwego ruhambaye. Ndetse no mu mpera z'umwaka murabizi ibitaramo bitegurwa. Umva rero navuga ko irushanwa nka Ironman rimaze kutwereka ko bishoboka, ndetse tunabizeza ko nta mpungenge numva dukwiye kuba tugira ko ari ku masezerano yari ahari, uyu ni umwaka wa nyuma birumvikana. Ariko turatekereza ko twese intero n'imwe, organizers, igihugu, abaturage, nuko bikomeza, ubufatanye bukomeza, kandi simbona icyabibuza kuko contrary ihari yagenze neza. Ikindi ariko nabamara n'impungenge ko nk'uko Paul yigeze kubivuga, imyaka yatumye hubakwa n'ubushobozi bw'abanyarwanda. Ubu ngubu biroroshye, murabizi ko hari ubundi buryo amasezerano ashobora kubaho, license iba hari. Ironman abanyarwanda bashobora kwitegura. N'uyu munsi ndibaza ko ubushobozi bumaze kubakwa, ubuyobozi bumaze kubyigisha neza, iri rushanwa rimaze gufata umurego. Ngira ngo nanabateguza ko ku cyumweru ku itariki 4 tuzagira abantu benshi cyane kuri iyi mihanda, kuri beach, bitewe n'uko bamaze noneho kuryoherwa naryo. Kuko mbere riza twese twibazaga uko ritegurwa, uko rikora. N'uyu munsi ahubwo nagira ngo mbwire ko ikibazo gihari gikomeye abantu benshi bibaza, ntibarabasha kwakira uburyo irushanwa riryoshye nk'iri ngiri riba umunsi umwe. Baravuga ati kuki ritaba ibyumweru 2? Ariko uburyo riteye nyine ni umunsi umwe, ahubwo ibikorwa bibanza mbere ndetse n'ibirikurikira nabyo biri part of the package ya Ironman. Umva rero nakubwira ko mumara impungenge ko amahoteli yose dufite muri Rubavu uyu munsi aruzuye, amacumbi yose aruzuye, kandi ibi biragenda bikagera no ku muhinzi, kuko nk'uko mpora mbivuga, mukerarugendo umushyitsi nta funguro yitwaza, siko bimeze. Mukerarugendo umushyitsi, I just want to say that tourists, visitors, foreigners don't carry on their backs foods and beds. Once they come, they have to buy food and pay for accommodation. So these are the 2 main services that have to be really solved, and they are very beneficial to our communities, especially for the private sector federation.
The questions, the two gents on the right, I'm going to merge them a bit, and it also links up with what the Deputy Mayor just said. As I said earlier, there's about 100,000 people in the world who are Ironman athletes, and there's 116 events, and they are very passionate about their sport. If you look at this M with the dot on, it's called the M dot. It's the Ironman logo. And if you go and Google M dot tattoos, you'll see people put our company brand on their bodies for life. So it is a life-changing experience. It is a personal journey of achievement. And by Rwanda being part of the family of events, you plug into that audience of 100,000 people who now look at what are the options. Maybe we should go to Croatia, or maybe we should go to Greece, or maybe we should go to Malaysia. Oh, but here's Rwanda. It's new. It's different. Let's find out about this. So they will come to Rubavu because of the triathlon. They arrive here and I see the climate's amazing. The people are friendly. The roads are great to cycle on. It's a great place to run and swim at. It is an awesome experience. There's a lot of other things to do in the country. And they become, besides that they spend a lot of money here, they also become ambassadors for Visit Rwanda globally. So that is how that local economic development works, where that there's a huge spin-off for the local community. So if the city have a lot of events of different things, that's not all just of one. If there's International Chess Federation or something like that, or different things, it does help to spin on local economic development. The other question was about the 3-year deal. The Ironman deal is with the company Global Events Africa, who is a licensee of the events, and the cycle of an event contract is normally 3 years. That's just how it is, and so any contract does come every 3 years, comes to an end, and then there is renegotiation about the next 3 years. So those processes always goes on. In Nelson Mandela Bay, we're celebrating 20 years of Ironman South Africa in Nelson Mandela Bay. It started in 2005. So it's not, as I said earlier, the intention is never just to have a flash in the pan event here and there. It takes time to build up, and that's always the intention. It's never to just have a 3-year type of thing. But that's spending to other people who are, it's not me, it's not the Deputy Mayor, it's other people who are in negotiation, and they'll make an announcement on that. But it's an ongoing process. And if it is renewed in 3 years' time, you might be asking the same question. So, okay.
Very interesting.
Yes, I just wanted to actually recognize the presence of Alexis Mbaraga, who is the president of the Rwanda Triathlon Federation, our technical partner for this event. They provide the referees that we actually use throughout the event. We've worked with them since year one. Not only because it's mandatory, but they're really good at what they do. And they've also been facilitating the training camp for the national team. So perhaps this year we can also have a run and emerge with the overall best time. I'll invite him now just to say something quickly about the preparations and how RTF is supporting the event. Okay.
Thank you, Paul. I will try to translate because the question was in local English, in Rwanda. Ibe yabajije ku bijyanye n'imyiteguro. Ndagira ngo mubwire ko ikipe imaze hafi ibyumweru birenga 2 hano yitegura. Ndetse twari kiranye umunsi ku munsi. ikipe imeze neza, uyu munsi nta deposit twabonye, nta mbune, umuntu wavunitse, bose bameze neza. Tukaba twizera ko ibyo twakoze umwaka uje n'ubu tuzabikora. I say that the question was, we are ready to do the same that last year. Yes, we are ready because the preparation was well. Yeah, we are ready. We went to repeat the same. Hanyuma yabajije Patrick ati ko uwatsinze umwaka ushize uyu munsi adahari, ntawe uhari, ariko kuri twe ni za nyungu nk'uko Bismail yabivugaga, ni za nyungu. Umwana yaratsinze baramubona, ajya Katari, yavuye Katari yagiye muri Leta Zunze Ubumwe za Amerika. Izo nizo nyungu rero z'irushanwa, n'ibyo Bismail yavugaga ati biva bikagera ku muturage. Buriya n'umukinnyi w'i Karongi, murumva aho bimugejeje, ni intambwe nziza rero twifuza ko n'abandi babigeraho, n'u Rwanda rujya imbere, kandi nicyo twifuza twese. Ikindi ni uko uwabaye wa mbere n'ubwo uyu munsi adahari ku mpamvu z'akazi yabonye keza karushijeho, ariko turacyamufite ko amarushanwa yandi ari imbere nayo azaboneka. Wa kabiri yari uwacu, ibereye ni wa gatatu. Aba rero barahari, ndizera ko bazamukorera mu ngata bagakora ndetse n'irushijeho kuko bariteguye bihagije. They gain more experience about Ironman, how to train, how to be prepared. So natwe twabyungukiyemo, nkuko yabivugaga Paul, hari technical officers bahari, referees, nabo umwaka wa mbere barize, wa kabiri barize. Uyu munsi ndumva bizagenda neza kurushaho kuko ntabwo ari bishya. Urugero ni Patrick wabazaga uri muzamubona kuri moto, is among the referees, Patrick, who asked the question. Ibyo nibyo nizo nyungu tubona. The first event was, I can say, 100% referees from South Africa. That's it. Yes, now we have more than 10 referees. Turimo turajya imbere, kandi abo nibo bagaruka n'ubundi muri shampiyona zacu lokale bakadufasha ku buryo hari n'ibindi bituma twungurana shampiyona yacu lokale nayo ikajya imbere. Minisiteri yaradufashije kwitegura mu nama, ni nayo mpamvu kampu yatangiye mu gihe twasabye. Ibyo byose ni bya bindi Bismail yavugaga ati irushanwa ritangira ntabwo twari tuzi ibyo ari byo, ariko buri wese yamenye icyo ashobora gukoramo ku buryo bijya imbere, icyo ashobora gukuramo nka business. Umuturage ati kunko yavugaga ati arateganya ati mu kwa munani hano hazaba huzuye, natanga iki? Ubu marembo aracyafunguye, terera cyari byerije kandi ni byinshi bizaza. Ubwo natwe shampiyona lokale tuzayikomeza tuzigire nyinshi hano, abantu babimenyere, tujyane n'ahandi. Aya ni amaboko tugenda twunguka, kandi nka federation, nka partenaire wa Global Events na Ironman turanabashimira cyane kuko iki ni igikorwa kinini twubwacu, intambwe tutari gutera byoroshye, ariko ku bufatanye na Global Events na Minisiteri ya Siporo nka New Federation bashoboye gutera intambwe. Baduhaye kuko turafata tumutera intambwe nk'abana, baravuga ngo umwana uzi ubwenge amusiga yinogereza. Natwe rero turi muri gahunda kabisa. Murakoze.
Hari icyo ngira ngo nongere imbaraga kuba Ishimwe Eritier adahari, nagira ngo mbabwire ko atari ikibazo, ahubwo sinzi niba nta na kiti igisubizo, kuko ubushize twese turabyibuka aritwara ari hano mu karere ka Rubavu, yarambagijwe n'isi, niko twabyita, kubera iri rushanwa. Uyu munsi ageze ku rwego aho ku yindi ntera ashobora kuzamura ibendera ry'igihugu. Rero ntekereza ko iyo aza kuba hari n'ubundi tukaba dufite amahirwe y'uko yaritwara, u Rwanda rwaritwara ari ubikoze, n'ubundi yari kuba ari umuntu umwe ukomeje kugaragara. Ariko ahubwo dushyigikire ikipe y'igihugu ihari, ni ukuvuga ngo n'ejo bundi turitwaye nanone n'undi munyarwanda wa kabiri ushobora kujya ku yindi ntera ku rwego rw'isi binyuze muri Ironman. Uko bagenda biyongera niko na ekipe y'igihugu igenda irushaho kugira abakinnyi b'abanyarwanda bari hirya no hino bagenda batozwa ku rundi rwego rurenze urwo dufite mu gihugu cyacu. Nkumva rero ahubwo ni amahirwe ku bandi bana b'abanyarwanda nabo kwigaragaza, abakinnyi kwigaragaza, noneho tukarushaho kohereza impano z'urubyiruko rwacu hirya no hino ku isi. Ejo bundi ni nako tuzaba dufite ikipe y'igihugu ikomeye. Nkumva rero ari byiza ahubwo bitaba ari ikibazo. Byari kuba bibi iyo aza kuba adahari kubera ko yasubiye inyuma, yaza kuba adahari kubera impamvu z'uburwayi, kubera ikibazo yagize, ariko ntahari nyine twashobora no kuba mwumva ari muri Tour de France cyangwa se ari muri Jeux Olympiques. Icyo gihe ntabwo ibura rye ryaba ikibazo, ahubwo ryaba ari umugisha Ironman yatuzaniye. Tunifuza ko noneho n'abahari nabo bazitwara nkawe disiya, naho ntitugire ishimwe yaritiye gusa tukagira note.
Hari ikintu nakongeraho mu nyungu twabonye muri iri rushanwa ni uko umwaka ushize, umwaka wabanje ntabwo twatsinze ngo tuze kuri podium nk'uwa mbere, ariko byatumye tujya no kureba nk'uko yavugaga South Africa, Durban, we participate, ndetse uyu mwaka ushize uwatsinze nk'uko yatsinze nyine muri hari slot batanga, ubu bazaparticipa muri championnat du monde New Zealand muri December mu kwa 12 ejo bundi. Iyi nidushobora gutsinda kandi turabyemeje, naho bazajya muri championnat du monde muri Espagne. Urumva rero ni hari byinshi biri imbere. Ndifuza rero ko buri munsi mutuboneka muri zo slot zishobora kugaragara muri irushanwa ry'isi. Urumva ni umugani nk'uko yavugaga Ismail, ni idarapo ry'igihugu, n'u Rwanda rutera imbere, n'u Rwanda rumenye ko n'ibyo bintu bihari mu Rwanda. Ndetse haribo bamwe banyandikira kuri nuza batanga mushobora kuorganiza Ironman. Ibyo ni umumaro ko gutangara kuve ahubwo baze turushanwe. Niyo byiza, niyo bituma abana bacu bajya imbere mu byo twifuza kugeraho. Murakoze.
So I'll just take one more question before we close.
Murakoze. Nanjye nashaka kubaza Vice Mayor, ariko ni ikibazo kiganisha ku gisubizo, ndetse no kubaza nyakubahwa Perezida wa Federation Mbaraga Alexis. Nyakubahwa Vice Mayor, ni iki muteganyiriza abana b'Abanyarwanda? Muvuze ko musapoti ikipe y'igihugu, ariko reka mvuge ku bijyanye n'akarere ka Rubavu, aho uyu mukino wa Ironman wavukiye nka triathlon mu mwaka wa 2013. Ni ubuhe bufasha mugiye guteramo inkunga abana ba hano kugenda bakajya hanze mu mugisha, bakajya kumenyekana nk'uko mumaze kubivuga, ariko dukeneye ko banagaruka, dukeneye n'abarumuna babo, kuko iyo urebye kubera triathlon mu gihe gito yavukiye hano mu karere ka Rubavu, dufite abana bagombye kuba uwa mbere kugeza ku wa gatanu, bakagombye kuba ari abana b'Abanyarwanda. Dufite Alice yagiye Qatar, dufite Surumu nawe yagiye Qatar, ndetse bamwe bakomeza muri Amerika, dufite Samira, dufite Eritier, dufite Benit, ni benshi. Abo bana bose murabateganyiriza iki by'umwihariko mu karere ka Rubavu? Ni ubuhe bufasha mugiye gukora kugira ngo uyu mukino ukure, uzamuke, abantu babibonemo, cyane ko umaze kugaragara ko atari umukino gusa, ahubwo ko unafite uruhare mu bukungu bw'igihugu? Icya kabiri ndakibaza Alexis Mbaraga, kuba abana bagenda ntabwo ari bibi, turabyishimiye, ariko n'iki muteganya nka federasiyo kujya tubatumira nk'uko abandi bajya batumirwa mu yindi mikino, bakajya baza gukina batagiye ngo bahere ngo dukora, abandi nabo bakomeze gutumirwa baza mu mikino? Murakoze.
Murakoze cyane. Kugira ngo ikibazo cyiza ubajije, kuba akarere ka Rubavu ni akarere kifitemo impano nyinshi, akarere gafite urubyiruko, ngira ngo mu by'ukuri nta nubwo twavuga ko urubyiruko gusa, no kugeza mu bakuze, ni abantu bakunda siporo, nagira ngo mbabwire ko feedback mfite abantu basura akarere kacu ari abashyitsi, birabatungura uburyo mu karere kacu siporo cyangwa se abageze mu zabukuru kuva saa 10 za mu gitondo baba bakora siporo hirya no hino mu mihanda, haba hakorwa ibikorwa bitandukanye. Nagira ngo mbabwire ko nk'akarere ariko siko konyine gafatanyije na minisiteri ibifite mu nshingano ndetse n'inzego zose dufatanya mu gushakisha mu kubaka ubushobozi. Ubundi nagira ngo mbabwire ko cyambere akarere gashyira imbere no kongera ibikorwa remezo, kuko murabizi ko ikintu cya mbere gisabwa umuntu umusiporutifu umwe cyangwa se abantu bake batapfa korohera kubona n'ibikorwa remezo. Ibyo rero ndagira ngo mbatangarize ko aba basiporutifu iyo bamaze kwishyira hamwe za club zitandukanye, dufite umuco wo kubafasha kubona ibikorwa remezo ku kiguzi twakwita ko ari ntacyo, kuko tuyita public beach. Abashaka kuhigira koga ngira ngo barabibonye ko nubwo twifuza kuhashyira ababyaza umusaruro ikiyaga cya Kivu n'umwaro wacyo, ariko nagira ngo mbwire ko amasezerano ahari, umushinga w'amasezerano uhari ugaragaza ko izi mpano zizakomeza gukoresha public beach, ikiyaga cya Kivu ndetse n'izindi infrastructures zihari cyangwa se ibikorwa remezo tuhashyira nta kiguzi, kugira ngo dukomeze dufashe urubyiruko gutera imbere. Hari ibibuga by'imikino bitandukanye birimo kubakwa, ngira ngo niba uzi ibibuga biri imbere y'akarere nabyo twatangiye kubivugurura ngo bijyane n'igihe. Dufite n'ikigo gishya twakwita ikigo cy'urubyiruko kizibanda ku guteza imbere impano z'urubyiruko, kigiye gutangira kubakwa mu murenge wa Rubavu. Hazaba harimo disipurine zitandukanye ariko zose ku buryo bose bazaba bafite kwiga koga mu kiyaga cya Kivu nta kiguzi bibasabye, ndetse ari nako nk'uko bizi imihanda igezweho mu karere kacu ka Rubavu imaze kubakwa. Ntabwo navuga ngo izakomeza, ibyo ni inshingano, ariko imyinshi yatuma abantu babasha kwiga kunyonga igare mu karere kacu irahari. Turimo turanatekereza uburyo twabashyiriraho amarushanwa abafasha, tuzakorana mu bufatanye na federasiyo ibifite mu nshingano. Uyu munsi tutanakoresheje umuhanda Ironman ikoresha, dushobora no kuzenguruka mu Rubavu ubwayo, ntabwo harashira igihe kinini dufite umuhanda uyizenguruka ushobora kuduha mu buryo bworoshye ibirometero bigera kuri 20 ku buryo bworoshye, tugashyiramo koga, tugashyiramo gutwara igare, kwirukanka, mu buryo mu by'ukuri umujyi ukomeza gushyuha. Ibi byose nagira ngo ni ibikorwa remezo twubakira aba bakinnyi, twubakira federasiyo zishobora kwifashisha, kandi biba bihenze ngira ngo murabizi. Ibisigara ari bitoya nuko abantu bishyira hamwe bakabona noneho n'abakoci babishoboye, mu by'ukuri aribyo nakwita hari ibiri hard, bisa naho tumaze kugera kure, bimaze kuboneka byose bikenerwa. Ibiri soft kandi nayo ni ingenzi, nakwita nko kongera ubumenyi, ubushobozi bw'abafasha mu kuzamura izi mpano. Ibi byose rero dufatanyije twese hamwe, wabajije akarere, ariko njye numva navuga ko twese hamwe dushyize hamwe imbaraga, minisiteri, federasiyo ndetse n'itangazamakuru, no kumenya aho izo mpano ziri, kuko hari n'abana baba bafite, urubyiruko ruba rufite impano, umuyobozi aba atazi aho hari ariko ijisho ry'umunyamakuru ryaramubonye. Iyo duhanahanye amakuru umusaruro uraboneka, kandi aho tugeze ni heza cyane. Nagira ngo mubwire ko urugendo ruracyari rurerure, ariko ibyinshi bimaze gukorwa, abantu bakubakiraho, umusaruro ugakomeza gutera imbere.
reka bene mbere yo gusubiza ikibazo barajya yambajije nongane na visi meya ni uko wabajije ni iki akarere gafasha abana. Njyewe rwose nagira ngo ahubwo mbanze nshimira akarere kuko ngira ngo mu minsi yashize abafite amaklabu cyane cyane mu karere ka Rubavu biyaga bakimara mu kuzana amakipe. Ngira ngo coach Batista arabizi afite club n'abandi, ariko ndababwira ko muri uyu mwaka ushize turimo n'ushize nyuma ya Ironman akarere kahaye imodoka abakinnyi bakaza mu marushanwa turimo dukora lokal. Iyo ni inkunga ya mbere yo kwerekana ko abana babashyigikiye. Ntabwo rwose mboneyeho no gushimira akarere rwa visi meya na federation. We appreciate rwose ni inkunga ikomeye n'amakipe. Ndumva kuvuha transport kugira ngo hari n'ikintu kiba kibiherekeje, umukozi w'akarere akaza muri kumwe, nta nkunga iyo tiyongiye ngira ngo ni iya mbere, ni ukwerekana abana ko ibyo barimo ubishyigikiye bifitiye akarere akamaro. Ngira ngo ni nayo nkunga y'ibanze, ibindi nabyo biraza ubwo hazakurikiraho kwigisha, hakurikiraho nk'ibyo visi meya yavugaga bya infrastructure ya beach, gukorana ku byerekeye za circuit itinéraire, ibyo byose biri mu biraza. Baravuga ngo wenda bijyanye no kuza gusubiza ikibazo cya Paradi nanone yambajije kuko abana bagenda bashaka ko bagaruka. Baravuga mu gifaransa, wenda navuga ngo l'Ironman, le triathlon, ce n'est pas seulement la natation, la course à vélo, la course à pied. Ça représente la métaphore de la vie elle-même. Triathlon, Ironman is not only the swimming, bike and running. It's the metaphor of life itself. Huh? Yes. Always you have a challenge. You have to solve. You have to set target. You have to go beyond. Abana baragenda tubonye ko nyine abana bagenda kubera ko hano dafite nkadero yagombye kubagira, hari abandi babona, ariko tugomba kugaruka bakaza bakigisha abandi, tugakereye abandi bakiyongera, twagura abatlete ndetse n'ejo tuzabone no muri Jeux Olympiques turimo tugaragara. Niyo ntangiriro n'icyo twifuza. Uriyo hari yagiye ejo naza agasanga muri umuntu we hano azamubwira ibyo yabonye amwigishe. Twebwe rero nk'abantu bari muri niyo nayo mpamvu nkunda triathlon. It's challenging, iraguchallenginga ugashaka igisubizo ukashaka kugira kuri objective. Nibwo buzima, nibwo igihugu ubundi ni igihugu, ntabwo uzavuga ngo nageze aha nahagaze. Turiho nibwo buzima. Twebwe turi we are ready to solve, we are ready to support, kandi tugashima aho tugeze, and we keep momentum. Thank you.
Okay, so in the interest of time, I just want to close with the recognition with some key information and also recognition of our sponsors and partners this year. It's important to note that on tomorrow we'll have completed with all preparations of the race course. The roads will be closed at 5 a.m. on Sunday. So for the safety of the athletes, we encourage you all media to come early, and anyone with a car won't be able to access the roads, of course, for the safety of the athletes, until 4:30 when the event is done. I'll also, yes, so I want to just recognize our sponsors. So the Ironman 70.3 Rwanda 2024 is organized by Global Events Africa, who's the license holder, and sponsored by Visit Rwanda, Inyanje Water Purifier, Canal Box Rwanda, Gibson, London Dry Gin, Jibu Water, Pedro's Coffee, Miss Rwanda Safaris, Kabisa Go Electric, and of course the government of Rwanda, which is a collection of our partners like RTF, RCB, and of course the Ministry of Sports. So thank you all for coming for the press conference today. I'll be here to take any more questions, but you're welcome to still engage our panelists of the day. And yes, for the media, I'll be in touch with you regarding Sunday's arrangements, accreditation, and things of the sort. But otherwise, murakoze cyane, ijoro ryiza.
Okay, thank you, Alexis. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. It's good seeing you again.
Yeah.
We'll see you on Sunday.